Yo, welcome back to another video, guys. Pump Crush Fitness here, and today I am reviewing MuscleSport's Test Revolution. Let me show you guys. This is their test booster, their natural test booster. Yeah, let's get right into the label on this thing. Right off the bat, they're giving us 3 capsules at 30 servings in here, so you have a month's supply with this thing. Yeah, let's get into the ingredients. They have vitamin D as the first one, vitamin B6, zinc, and boron. So vitamin D at 31% of daily value. That's kind of low, but vitamin D is going to help with your testosterone production. A lot of men are actually vitamin D deficient, so having a supplement with vitamin D in it could help your vitamin D deficiency if you are, and increase your testosterone production. Next, the vitamin B6 is going to also help with all of that, and a lot of people are deficient in pyroxenine. Sorry, I can't pronounce it right. But it's a good vitamin to have in here, obviously. Zinc is another thing they added in here at 5 milligrams of gluconate in Orlit, which says 50% of our daily value. So I imagine they're doing that so you don't overdose on zinc, because a lot of them will jam-pack too much in here. But zinc obviously is going to help increase your testosterone. Most people are deficient in zinc, so having a zinc supplement, it's pretty noticeable for a lot of people. After like 3 to 6 weeks, you might get quite a testosterone boost from supplementing that zinc. Into their actual free testosterone boosting revolution, the first ingredient they're giving us is Phenutest, which is fenugreek, yielding to 50% saponins and furanol glycosides. So this is basically, fenugreek is a herb that's going to boost your free testosterone. It's going to, yeah, I mean, these are all herbs, obviously, they're going to be boosting your testosterone, but this comes from a, fenugreek has been proven to actually boost testosterone, and it does work. 500 milligrams is a good dose of it, so the dosage on it obviously can be different because some are going to have more extracts, and these are all going to be on a per supplement basis, necessarily what they're extracting. Then they give us Testosterone, which is tribulus whole plant extract to 54% saponins. So tribulus is another one of those herbs that is proven to be beneficial and boost your testosterone. It's pretty effective, actually, tribulus. They're giving us the Testosterone, and then they're also giving us, which is a patented tribulus extract, so it's more the patented version. Obviously you can have more research and more research into it, which is the important part. Then the tribulus, they give us another tribulus extract. This is just not a patented one, just a normal tribulus for more of the saponins and stuff like that. So having that in there is also going to raise your testosterone. This is all naturally, guys, so this is all going to be subtle, and maybe after a few days it'll raise your testosterone a bit. And taking stuff like this also, you do want to be mindful of your liver, because these herbs are pretty harsh on you. I'm just letting you know that. Taking a lot of these herbs can be harsh. The last ingredient in our testosterone boosting revolution is Fedogia agrestis. So Fedogia is basically going to stimulate your luteinizing hormone. This is a pretty powerful testosterone boosting supplement, Fedogia agrestis, and if you do some research into it, there is some potential that it could be harmful to your liver and potentially some other organs, but liver is more the concern with this one. So long term, I would not use Fedogia. Obviously, your liver can heal itself, but I mean, you don't want to use this for more than 4 weeks. If you're going to use Fedogia agrestis as an herb, I would cycle it like any other, like a true PED. I mean, I don't take any true steroids or SOMs or anything like that, but you do want to cycle that herb like a PED. And it's not, though, and taking a Fedogia is not going to make you unnatural or anything like that. It's just it's a suppressive herb, so it's more powerful. It can end up suppressing your luteinizing hormone and your testosterone, so taking it for too long can lower your actual production of testosterone in the long run, and it may help right now, but in the long run you could suppress your testosterone, so you don't want that. And it's not necessarily great for your organs, but it is efficient and it does work. So having this in here, I'm just giving you guys the facts, the whole, and like the whole, everything. You guys will get everything from me. I'm going to give you all this. I'm non-biased, so, but the ingredient does work. Just know about those side effects in here. Then they give us a PDE5 inhibiting and libido enhancing revolution. The first ingredient being maca. Maca has been used for a long time to enhance libido and just really, yeah, just used for that, enhance libido. So that's a great ingredient to have in there. Then they're giving us long jackroot extract, which is Tonkat Ali. So Tonkat Ali and Fedogia, I believe, is on Joe Rogan's podcast. Andrew Huberman, I believe he recommended those 2 ingredients together. I mean, I'm not a huge Andrew Huberman supporter or anything like that. Like, the guy, I'm sure he's smart and stuff like that. I don't necessarily believe just in everything because he says it. But do know that both of those herbs they are powerful. Tonkat Ali is another one of those ones that's powerful. So is Fidogia. Those are both two powerful testosterone boosting supplements. But both, I mean, specifically more with the Fidogia do have side effect. So just know that. And the Long Jack is less side effect free, especially at 100 milligrams. You'll be fine with that. And that's a little underdosed even, honestly. You want to see anywhere from I like to see 200 or 300 milligrams of my Tonkat Ali. So it's a little bit underdosed. Then they're giving us a 2.5 milligrams of black pepper extract. So black pepper is going to help aid with the absorption, obviously, of all these other ingredients and getting them into your bloodstream, making them more efficient, actually helping them boost your testosterone, because not necessarily having an absorption. There's a lot of stuff in here. Not having an absorption, you may be missing out on getting some of these ingredients into your system. Lastly, in these, they give us an aromatize and DHT inhibition revolution. So first ingredient they're giving us is Africatolides mercurofala. Sorry, I cannot pronounce that, guys. So this is another one of those herbs. I did do some research into it. It originates from Africa. So does the Fidogia. This one is going to boost your libido. That's commonly what it's used for. So it's going also has testosterone boosting effects to it. Not very researched though. So the side effects on this one are not very known. Then they're giving us DIM, which is dindoethylamine or ethylamine, something like that. Sorry, guys. But DIM is basically an aromatase inhibitor. It's going to stop the conversion of testosterone into estrogen. I believe it does manage DHT a little bit too. It's not very strong with the DHT, but more so estrogen is going to inhibit. So taking DIM alongside of all this, your testosterone is going to go up. Some side effects of having higher testosterone is aromatizing, obviously. So you could have more estrogen, which could result in gyno, or you could have more DHT, which could result in hair loss on the scalp. So obviously having a DHT and aromatase inhibition in there is obviously something you really want to have. And the first ingredient, sorry, I cannot pronounce it again, from the African one, that does help also, as far as I've read, with some of the inhibition. And then the last ingredient they give us is saw palmetto. Saw palmetto is commonly actually used to suppress DHT a lot, and if you do it in higher doses, can be dangerous for men in the form of you'll suppress your DHT to the level where you can destroy your sex drive and your libido and stuff like that. So I don't recommend for any man to just take saw palmetto on its own unless he has prostate issues or anything like that. Maybe at a low dose, that's all right. But anything high is not great. But this is okay because they're putting the saw palmetto in there to keep your DHT low. You're getting all these other ones that are going to jack up all your hormones. You're going to have more DHT, more estrogen, because your testosterone is going to be higher anyway. So having a little bit of saw palmetto is not going to be a big deal. I just don't recommend taking the DHT inhibitors necessarily by themselves. Maybe topically, if you guys are looking for hair stuff, well, that can be a different video, but I just don't necessarily recommend taking those. But overall, because this is a stacked formula, you can tell they really put in the effort and the ingredients, and they gave a formula to prevent aromatization, obviously to give you that extra libido enhancing and that extra pump from the PDE5 inhibition. And I forgot to mention that, guys, this has PDE5 inhibitors, which is basically going to, it's going to help you in the bedroom. It's also going to give you a better pump and stuff like that. It's going to give you more vascularity. So this is like that. That's obviously something in here too. Let's get into the effects on here, guys. So I took this one for about 3 weeks or so. There's still a little bit left on here. I haven't quite finished, but at 3 weeks or so, I have noticed when I was taking this, it almost gave me more of a vascular look while I was on it. I don't know. I'm pretty sure that's almost because these PDE5 inhibitors was keeping constant more nitric oxide in my system. So that was nice. The strength and power on here, I did notice a little bit more endurance. I didn't notice any more strength, if I'm being honest, guys. Didn't put any bunch more weight on my onto my axis or anything like that, but the endurance was there. And I have been taking this throughout a cut, so I do think this did help me maintain some more muscle mass, because my hormones aren't skyrocketing the wrong way because of the cut, and cutting can sometimes mess up your hormones. So having a testosterone booster in there can keep your testosterone elevated, which can help you maintain muscle mass without losing it when you're in a cut. So for me, I didn't necessarily take this in a bulk or somewhere where I'm going to see huge strength improvement, but it did help out my endurance, and I didn't really lose much muscle mass, but it did assist in my cut. And I've been If I could find some good pictures, I'll throw them up in the video for you guys. A couple months, or like a month ago versus after taking this. And I did definitely get more lean during the time when I was taking this. That's not what they're advertising with this. But I think having the higher testosterone helped me keep my muscle mass. And I stayed about the same weight, but I definitely leaned out with my fat, and I have less fat now. So yeah, take what you will from that, guys. Talking about going back into the Fidogia, because this does have a harsher herb, Fidogia, which could be suppressive, but at a 4-week dose, it's not going to be suppressive at all. You'll be okay. No suppression from that. More so, what you're worried about is necessarily is the liver with this one, because it's a harsher herb on your liver. So maybe I would avoid drinking alcohol, anything that's going to be taxing your liver while you're taking something like this. And obviously that would be the best thing for a person like this. You don't want to be taking something that's bad for your system on top of it. Alcohol could tax your liver, anything that will tax your liver harshly. So I wouldn't necessarily take that while you're on this testosterone booster. But I did notice some endurance boost from this. Nothing crazy. I don't think they're like spiking it. Obviously, they're not spiking this with anything. Like, there's no pro hormones or anything in here, I don't believe. But this is definitely a product that you're going to get some subtle testosterone boost. Maybe if you're lower than your average person, you're going to benefit from this more. If you're feeling unmotivated or anything like that, this product could definitely be for you, and it could help. Also, if you're just in decline, if you're in age, your decline, you're hitting your 40s, you know, like that, maybe you're feeling like you could use a testosterone boost, this product could help you just get back to your peak levels and stuff like that. For someone like me, who I'm not in any testosterone dips, I'm just taking the product to try to raise my testosterone a little bit higher to see if I can get any more potential gains or anything like that. I did notice more endurance. The strength wasn't necessarily there for me, but the endurance definitely was there. And I did lean out and maintain more muscle. Whether that was from this or not, you be the judge of that. But this has been MuscleSport's Test Revolution, guys. This is a great product, a great brand, and they really did put the effort and the research into these ingredients. So I recommend it, guys. And then if you do take that Fidogia, like that is in here, I do recommend maybe throwing an NAC or a milk thistle supplement on top, just to, you know, kick your liver's enzymes up. And maybe if you can get a glutathione supplement, which is your liver's and your body's main antioxidant, that'll help out too. Obviously taking this at like a month at a time, you're not going to have any issues, but I wouldn't take Fidogia necessarily long term. So that is just something to know, guys. But other than that, not anything super bad with that herb. It's not any super harsh or anything like that. Nowhere near any sort of like true PED. So yeah, this has been MuscleSport, the Test Revolution, guys. Great product. Check it out. I will link down below where you guys can buy it. You guys can use my discount code. It is SEBA319. I will put it on the screen right now, and you guys can purchase this on MuscleSport. Great product, guys. So I'll see you guys in the next video.